Donald Trump says he wants to make Greenland a part of the United States, and he has not ruled out using military force.
It might be that you'll have to do something.
So how likely is he to succeed? Back in 2019, US President-elect Trump brought up the idea of buying Greenland from Denmark, but they turned him down. The Arctic island holds strategic significance for the US military. The shortest route from Europe to North America runs through Greenland. It's also rich in minerals, oil and natural gas. Environmental concerns have led to bans on oil and gas extraction. And the mining sector faces resistance from indigenous communities. When asked about Trump's renewed interest, Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen emphasized the importance of close US cooperation, but said that, quote, only Greenland can determine and define Greenland's future. Greenland's Prime Minister, Mette Eiger, has repeatedly said that the island is not for sale and that it's up to its people to decide their future. Legally, Greenland is subject to the Danish constitution. Any changes to its status would require a constitutional amendment. In 2009, it was granted broad self-governing autonomy. That includes the right to declare independence from Denmark through a referendum. In recent years, Greenland's independence movement has gained momentum. Since 2019, Greenlandic politicians have expressed interest in strengthening trade and cooperation with the US. If the island were to break away from Denmark, it could choose to align itself with the United States. While most Greenlanders support the idea of independence, they remain divided on its timing and potential economic impact. Trump didn't rule out using military or economic measures to take over Greenland. These remarks have sparked international concern. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot dismissed the likelihood of a US invasion. But he added that the European Union would not tolerate any violation of its sovereign borders.
France said on Wednesday some European Union sanctions on Syria could be lifted soon. A month after the end of Assad family rule, those sanctions are hindering the country's recovery and obstructing the delivery of humanitarian aid. France's Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot added that lifting more political sanctions would depend on how Syria's new leadership handled the transition and ensured inclusivity. In Damascus, Mohammed Badr said Syria's ailing economy and standard of living needed a boost.
The situation is way better than before, but there are some observations. First of all, people are tired. I totally respect all the new decisions. I respect everything that is happening. And I respect those who are working seriously. I respect everything. But the problem is that people are tired and people's incomes are low.
International flights have resumed for the first time since rebels toppled Bashar al-Assad on December 8th, and reunited families hugged and cried with joy. Bassem al-Hariri said he hadn't been back for more than a decade.
I'm a dissident police officer. I left Syria in 2012 and have not returned since then. I cannot describe my happiness. I needed a miracle to return via Damascus International Airport, and that miracle happened.
Life has also returned for the first time in many years to Mount Qassim, a much-loved viewpoint overlooking Damascus. A view of Syria's future is less clear. There are severe power shortages, with state-supplied electricity available only 2 or 3 hours per day in most areas. The trade minister in the caretaker government said on Monday that sanctions have been preventing Syria from making deals to import fuel, wheat and other key goods. 3 European diplomats speaking on condition of anonymity said the EU would agree to lift some sanctions by the time the bloc's foreign ministers meet in late January. 2 of the diplomats said one aim was to facilitate financial transactions to allow funds to return to the country, ease air transport, and lessen sanctions targeting the energy sector to improve power supplies. The United States on Monday issued a sanctions exemption for transactions with governing institutions in Syria for 6 months.
literally flaming debris landed in the road near where we were standing. So it seemed to me, let's get out of here. But whatever I lose, and there's nothing I can do about it.
I mean, I've never seen anything. Fires were this close to the cars. People left their cars on Palisades Drive. Burning up the hillside, the palm trees, everything's going. And the wind and the firemen are great, but you can only do so much.
The sister of billionaire OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has filed a lawsuit accusing him of sexually abusing her regularly as a child. He and other family members deny her claims. In a complaint filed Monday in St. Louis federal court, Ann Altman said the abuse occurred at the family home in Clayton, Missouri, beginning when she was 3 and her brother was 12. She said the abuse included numerous acts of rape, sexual assault, molestation, sodomy, and battery until she was 11 or 12 years old. She is seeking at least $75,000 in damages, plus punitive damages, for alleged injuries including post-traumatic stress disorder and depression. Sam Altman co-founded OpenAI alongside Elon Musk and others, and became one of the technology world's biggest names after the 2022 launch of AI tool ChatGPT. On Tuesday, in a social media post with his mother and 2 brothers, he wrote, quote, "All of these claims are utterly untrue." They also called it incredibly difficult to care for Anne, known as Annie, who they said refuses conventional treatment for mental health challenges. Lawyers for Ann Altman did not immediately respond to requests for comment on Wednesday about the statement and the lawsuit.